Let's go. Let's go. Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm Dr. Sim. Let's go. 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 Good evening, everybody. This is our wellness check night. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good evening, everybody. I'm Dr. Sims. Host of the Blue Taylor Talk for Men. Let's go. Twisted Logic. What's up, T. James? Hey, Katrina. Y'all invite your followers. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Queen Angel. Let's go. Hey, little mama, sweets and treat. First Lady Annie. Let's go. Elamon. Let's go. One of my moderators just stepped in. Good evening. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, C Wade? Marvel. Sneaky, come on in here, Sneaky. Hey. What's up, Sneaky?
Can you hear me? Hopefully you can.
I hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I hear you just fine. I made it.
I love it, man. How you been?
Oh, I've been great. I figured out how to hook this back into my soundboard. I'm still working on the podcast.
Okay.
I got that question you
That's
asked me
good.
about software. We'll figure it
Okay.
out. We'll figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out, man. We're gonna figure it out. I'm starting another talk show, and I have some audio trouble today, and we figured it out. Coach Angel is my first guest on my talk show. I'm on an independent network, so I had some hardware things figured out. But like you said, we figured it out.
Yeah.
I need a picture of your setup. We need to talk offline. We'll talk offline. I need a picture of your setup.
Okay. I mean, I was going to turn the camera around, let you see.
Well, we'll do it later. Well, listen, tell us how your week was. How's your mental? How's everything with Sneaky Phil?
Okay. Well, my week was pretty good, especially yesterday, today, and tomorrow. My boss is out of town, so everything's in my lap. I'm running everything.
You
And
boy, you love that, don't you?
absolutely. So I came to work today, and I don't want this to
Okay.
sound weird, but there's this
Right.
one employee that we don't get along. Not in a bad way. It's just that I'm not going to put up with no nonsense.
Right. Right.
And that person doesn't like it. Look, do this or go home. That's me. I need you to do this, 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 and this. I don't want no lip. And if they start that, I'm not going to, then go home, clock out. I'll bring somebody else in. And that person hates that because I don't argue with folks. I'm too old for that.
Right.
And so
They
I get
say
to work
deuces.
today.
Get on out of here.
Yeah, I get to work today, and that person swapped with somebody else. They're going
Also,
to come
they
in
would have
later.
to work with you.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know what they were thinking, but I'm like, that made my day better. That's just one less headache for me to put up with. So my mental's good. Grandbaby went
Love
to
it.
an appointment today. He is two
Good.
pounds heavier. He's grown a couple inches. He's right where he should be. No shot, so he wasn't cranky. So yeah, my
That's
mental, I'm shooting in I'll say about a 90. I'm about a 90. Nothing's perfect.
that is good. Rory, let us know, man, how you doing? How's your mental, and what's going on with the man, the mayor of Round Rock, Texas?
I don't know what I walked in on, but I'm not too old. I still like to fight, so I still punch people in the face, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. If you knuck, if you knuck, I'm ready to
Hey,
buck.
Sheriff Ball, you are funny. You are funny. How's your mental tonight, young man?
Oh
Hey,
man,
Kwanzaa.
I'm somewhere in between a 1 and a 10. So,
You,
so
Wow.
hey, you got to use a better GPS, dog. You got to get us a little bit closer. Get me a little bit closer.
if I was a white dude in the Midwest, I tell you, I'm fair to middling. I'm fair to middling.
I caught that. I caught that. Good evening again, everybody. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank y'all for the gift. Thank y'all for being here tonight. This is a wellness check. This is Suicide Prevention Month, Suicide Awareness Month, and we here for each other. I'm going to challenge everybody tonight. Check on a friend that you haven't checked on in a while. I went to Atlanta and checked on some people. I'm on my way in a couple of weeks to go to Austin, Texas. I'm gonna hit Round Rock. I'm gonna hit San Antonio. We're gonna hit some around there. Rory's gonna take me on a field trip. I'm gonna go spend some time with Rory, and we're going on a field trip. And I want y'all to know tonight, like Phil said, we love each other. If y'all had any doubt whether or not we love each other, we love each other. And TikTok brought us together. We have not known each other outside of TikTok. Thank you for the hat, y'all. And y'all know my mental tonight. I'm off the charts tonight. Cause my Cowboys 40-0. We getting ready for the Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
I gotta give you one.
You know what?
Y'all.
Doc, I'm gonna change it up this year.
Okay.
I hope nothing but the best for the Cowboys. Hey, thank you for the cap. I hope nothing but I hope they go undefeated the whole season. And then I hope they lose in the first round of the playoffs.
That's wrong. That's wrong, Rory. That's wrong, Rory. That'll break my heart, Rory. Rory, that'll break your heart. That'll break your heart. That's like this pretty girl promising you a date, and at the last minute she said, "You know what? I'm not gonna be able to go on a date with you." What?
I mean, I could.
I've been having dreams.
We'll leave it at a date. To me, that's like you get to the pinnacle, you about to pull the panties off, and then you know what?
You be like, "Oh, Yellow Bull is in the bill. Let's get him in here." Rory, you funny. You are funny, Rory. Would say you get around all the bases, almost home, huh? Hey, T. Michelle, let's get Yella in here.
Third, and you about to slide into home, and you get thrown out at home plate. That is the
I
worst.
know. That's the worst. Good evening again, everybody. If this is your first time checking us out, give us a purple heart. If you here with us every week, give us 3 red hearts. If you love us, give us 3 red hearts tonight. Yellow, we're doing wellness checks tonight. How's your mental? What's your mental grade, and how you feeling tonight? You know I'm happy tonight, Yellow.
Listen,
you know I'm happy tonight.
First of all, I want to say hello, brothers in
hello,
Blue Table Talk.
Hello,
sisters.
Hello, Yellow.
Of the Blue Table Talk. I want to say hello to everybody. Welcome in. It's a phenomenal Wednesday, and I'm good. I'm doing very, very good. Now, with that said, all that BS I just said put to the side, Doc, I'm gonna need for you to settle down. I'm gonna really need for you to settle down because your team beat the Mother Mary School of the Blind with Sister Mary Catherine coaching. And your team decided to win 40. Now, granted, they dropped a 40 burger on them. I'll give them that. They dropped a 40 burger on them. Eat well, but player. We all know. In order for the Cowboys to relive a Super Bowl glory, they have to tune into the History Channel. You heard what I said.
They did better than Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, I feel a little bit better about playing the Jets Sunday. Woo! And I'm praying. I feel sorry for Aaron too, because a torn Achilles, 18 months to 2 years, and he's 41 years old.
You done for 2. Yes, sir. Just put in your retirement papers right now.
Yeah. Good evening again, everybody. We love y'all tonight. If this is your first time checking us out, give us a purple heart, because this is royalty tonight. If you love us, give us 3 red hearts. Good evening to all of our moderators, from Coach Angel all the way down to Minister E and everybody in between, Shan, Tanya, Eva, Coach Angel. All these ladies are the ladies of the Blue Table Talk Men that be here on the 4th Wednesday, and they've already been blowing up they say they got a lot to talk to us about on the 4th Wednesday, y'all. But I'm checking on the fella. How's everybody? What do y'all do to keep your mental in check, guys? Kind of give everybody some tips on that. How do you keep your mind in check?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to help y'all out, but I will tell you what I do. I just don't care. There's so many things on this planet that I don't. My demeanor, after the things I've seen and things I've done, it takes a lot to hurt my feelings if you can. It takes a lot.
That's right.
For me to, I don't want to say be sympathetic, but there's so many things that are important to me. I don't care about things that aren't. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So tell everybody what's important to you then. That begs the question, what's important to you?
Oh, the most important things in my life is my family and me being able to provide for them. That's it. Everything else falls short of that.
That's good, man. That's good. Rory, how do you keep everything in the middle of the road, big man?
For real, I go to a karate class from time to time, and I punch and kick people.
Yeah, and that helps you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Woosah.
Or I get punched
Woosah.
and kicked, and then that helps.
Hey, what you say,
Right.
Rory? Tell us this. When was a time that you really got hit by somebody? When did somebody really give you a good fight while you were getting your belt?
But I was getting my belt, so it was a class right before a test that my instructor and I were just sparring. I'm sorry, not before a test, but before a tournament. I think I was like a brown belt or something, and he was really ramping it up because I knew my black belt test was coming, and
Okay.
we were going hard, and I underestimated him because he's 10 years older than me. I underestimated him, and I was
Okay.
kind of dancing around and doing whatever, and he threw a back fist, and he's a heavy
Wow.
man, and that back fist landed so heavy on the back of my head, and I got dazed a little bit, and I was just like, wow. But
Wow.
it got me back. But what happened with that? It got me back in focus and clued me back in as to I can never get too overconfident, and I can never not let my guard down.
Yeah,
So since then,
that's
I
good. That was a good
that's
lesson, wasn't it?
come again.
That was a good lesson, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
called a valuable thumping.
man. And I tell you what,
You like, Lord have mercy. Hey,
he
y'all, we want
dropped it
to
on me
send
too.
prayer. We want to send
Mm.
prayers out to Eva and her family. I just
Yeah.
got a note that she left because there was death in the family, so we're gonna
Mm.
lift her up in our prayers tonight and let her know that we're definitely gonna keep her in our thoughts and prayers. Yella, what do you do to keep your mental in check, man? Hey, Black T.
I there's so many things that I do. I come home, kiss the wife, punch the kid, watch baseball. I drown myself in sports. I drown myself in a little bit of political talk. I get my mind off of the cruelties of life that can surround you, man. I jump on in the morning and start my morning off with the cafe. So
That's
I
good.
do multiple things just to keep my mind fresh. I I try to sympathize and empathize with who I can, but I don't put the
Right.
burdens on my shoulders. I don't do that.
That's good. Well,
I
I
don't do that.
appreciate that. I'm right there with the fellas tonight, y'all. I play golf. I'm about a 17 handicap now. Thanks to my coach, I'm going to see him in a couple of weeks too. Me and Rory going to drive over to San Antonio and pay him a visit. He don't know it yet, but we're going to surprise him in a couple of weeks. I got to come make some house calls, so I got to come see my coach and take him to it, get him a chicken sandwich.
Well, let's get it. Let's
Let's
get
get
it.
let's get it.
Let's
Yes,
get it.
yes, yes. And I play Madden on the PS5. I'm a big Cowboy fan. I love basketball. I only watch baseball when it get down to the last two teams, the pennant race, the World Series. I just watched that last series. I love sport. And I watched, what did y'all think about Coco Golf this past Saturday? Did she put it on that girl? Did she put it on her?
Okay.
That was so good. That was so good. Young Serena Williams all over again. She looked good.
Mm,
I was so proud of that young lady. I was so proud.
yeah.
Hey,
I
Tommy
don't even
though.
watch tennis, but the Venus and Serena, proud of them. I don't watch golf. I
Yeah.
don't play golf, but Tiger. Woo, I'm gonna support
Tiger
my people.
Woo.
I'm
Facts.
gonna support my people, and she's up and coming. I hope she nails it. I hope she stays at the
I do
top
too.
because it just made me proud. I do want to throw this in, something that Yella said
Come on.
as far as keeping my peace. TikTok, you guys to keep me grounded and centered, but
Yeah.
I do my shenanigans on TikTok. Just be one. Sometimes I'm funny. Sometimes I want to do something educational. Sometimes I want to do something for Black History. Sometimes I'm just gonna cuss and cuss. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
TikTok is it's a hobby. You guys are the
Right.
therapeutic part, but
Yeah.
the rest of my account, I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
And we checking
it
on
keeps
each
me
other
going.
because I ran across this, and the reason I wanted to talk about this tonight because it gets heavy sometimes. Even my mom. I have to talk my mom, and my mom. I encourage my mom.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
feels like she's a burden. She doesn't. She says, I just don't know if I can make it. She said, I said, Mama, we got you. We got you, and you just hang in there. And she said, Lil Walter, I love hearing you guys. Just because somebody smiles doesn't mean everything is okay.
Amen.
And we don't you don't miss somebody till you don't have that somebody around
Mm.
anymore. You know what I'm saying? And so I challenge everybody: check on people you love, and I check on these guys. They know I call them. I checked on James yesterday. James is good. Look at Rory. I check on y'all. I be looking at y'all. And James like, how you doing, Dr. Sim? I said, listen, I'm good. I'm coming to check on you. He's good. If y'all wonder about James, he's good. And you know all of us got a VIP pass to his conference, right? Y'all know it's a banquet that the 16th, all day 17th is going to be workshop, 17th, 18th. Then the night is going to be some parties. And our very own Yella is going to be, he's going to be sort of like a master of ceremony. He's going to be using
I
his
will be
voice.
emceeing.
Yeah. So what is your role in the conference, November 16th through the 18th?
Yes. Well,
Hey, Smile.
I don't know, warm up, introductions,
Hey, Dr.
asking questions, interjections. I am not a field expert in anything,
Right.
but I do know quite a few questions to ask just to keep the conversation going. So I'm very sure I'm going to get an itinerary before I get there, and I'll do a little bit of research before I go. But master ceremonies, I'm just controlling the crowd, making sure the mood stays flowing.
That is so. Man, we just so proud of you, man. Just so
I
proud of you.
appreciate
Now,
that.
are you clocking in when you're supposed to clock in and clocking out when you're supposed to clock out?
8:59, I clock in. At 5:29, I clock out.
It's
I
pretty
want to
simple, like,
correct Yella. I want to correct Yella. You are an expert, my friend. And most of us, with the exception
come
of
on.
Rory, but he's working on it. We've been on this planet for over half a century. We're an expert in life.
That's a long time. That's a long
We
time.
got
3 more
experience.
years.
People have been in college for how many years does it take to be a doctor or a lawyer? What,
It
15,
takes a
12
minute.
years?
It
Something
takes
like-
a minute.
Not
Yeah.
half a century. I'm an expert in living the way I live.
Amen.
So, yeah,
I
yeah.
never thought about it.
Yeah.
Never thought about it like that, and I appreciate that. I'll take
There you
that.
go, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That
sir.
part. All right, I got something. I did my 2 cents on my new
Hey,
talk
boo.
show I'm working on, and I saw a TikTok with this young man. Just basically, he coming in the house, guns are blazing. He gonna tell his wife, "My grandmama moving into this house." And I don't care what you say about it. She said, "Oh, the hell she is. We don't have the room, and I'm not. No, she ain't moving in here." So how would you broach the subject, Phil or Yella? And your grandmama, you need to house your grandmama. And how are you gonna present that to Kim or Scarlett? Because I had my two pennies, how he did that wrong and she received it wrong. He was a little aggressive. He just told her, grandmama gonna live in this house. Fellas, how would y'all broach that up with your significant other? And Rory,
That
you
boy was
chime
wrong.
in too.
That boy was wrong 100% of the time. Wrong.
Yeah.
Big facts.
That
Yeah.
is him and his wife's house. So him and his wife have to agree.
That
Grandmama,
was
no grandma.
90% of the comments. That was 90% of the comments.
Yeah. Now, my wife would be, and I know we've been married for 38 years, coming December. She'd be like, "Baby, we're gonna do. I need to let you know we need to take care of your grandma." She'd hit me before I hit her.
Right.
Okay.
Understand.
We need to do
But
this.
you
'cause this is
presented
the
it
right
right,
thing to
though.
do.
You
But
presented
I would
it
be
right.
actually, you know what? Truth be told, she would probably present it to me. Hey,
Right.
situations has changed. What's the deal with your grandmother? What are we going to do? That's how
Yep.
Kim would hit me.
There you go.
That's good.
Okay.
What about you? What about you, Phil? I mean, Yellow.
Phil he ended it the way I was about to start it. Scarlett would be looking at me like, all right, grandma's in failing decline over here, and we ain't putting her in no home. So, we got 5 bedrooms. Which room are we going to put her in? So not to diminish what Sneaky said by saying, what are we going to do? The plan would already be made. She's just letting me know what's about to happen. Not asking for permission, not necessarily telling me this is what's going on, but she's informing me that the plan is already in motion. Prepare yourself. Just choose which room she's going to be in. So, and that's
It's kind of like
that.
she'd say what she'd say just to let me know that whatever you're gonna do is okay already.
Fact.
But she would hit me up with, "Hey, this is the situation. What's your thoughts on it?"
Right.
That's good.
But
That's right.
38
That's right,
years,
Sugar
man.
Mama. That's
I know
good.
my wife. She
That's
knows.
good. That's good. That's good. What do you say, Rory?
Well, this is interesting. So, so if my grandma, I'll be like, "Hey, your great grandma coming to stay with us." And she'll be like, "Okay, whatever,"
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
and see, this is good. This is why we're older gentlemen, because we know how to handle situations. Anytime you try to tell somebody what they're gonna do, they're gonna get defensive. And bless her heart, because another thing, the young lady, what she was saying, she did say, if she does move in here, I'm gonna have to take care. You're not gonna take care of her. I have a full-time job like you do, and the responsibility is gonna be on me. And so she said, oh no. And what husband needs to realize, and wives, but what husband needs to realize, since this is the men's show, when we marry a woman, she's our number one priority over everybody else. So we had a TikTok that we saw. This the mama wanted to be in the passenger seat in the front and put the wife in the back. Mama, you gonna be chauffeured, mama. Wives take that. Wives are number one. Wives are number one. Am I right, fellas?
Absolutely. Unless my wife says, "Ma, you want to ride up front?" Mom's
Now
in the back.
that's right.
Unless my wife surrenders that, offers that, Mama sitting in the back. I love you. Listen, I'm gonna go so far. Look, I got 4 daughters. I love them to death, but I've known my wife longer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's things you do with mama you ain't doing with daughter. I want to get next to you.
Come on, somebody.
Now, with that said, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? If we come to the wife and say, we see that your mom is in decline, let's go ahead and make some room with it, regardless of, and I don't want to say regardless of the relationship they have between each other, because there could be friction there. But you make the provision for the wife's mother, and you just let her mother, not yours. You make a provision for her mother. So I think that it goes both. It basically goes both ways. Just as long as you got that correct communication thing going on, as long as you can make sure that you let her know this is the plan. I've already got things in motion. I understand how you may feel. Give me your input. If there's any type of changes, we can go ahead and make that change. But as of right now, this is the way things are going to go.
Yeah. Good evening again, everybody. Y'all continue to tap that screen to let us know you appreciate being in here with us. We likes the likes. And these fellas, we just sitting here talking like uncles around the barbecue pit and sipping on some Coca-Cola and some juice and some juice and some juice and some juice. And we just having a good time. It's so good to see these brothers. And we just love fellowship with each other. But the bottom line is communication, how you communicate with your significant other. You got to talk to them right. And we got to be talked to right. We got to be talked to right. Come on now.
Now, I will say this.
Any questions, y'all put them in the box. Rory is checking out the questions for us tonight. If you got a question for us, put it in the box. Come on, Phil.
Now, I will say this. No matter what goes on, this is my house. Now, I'm going to concede some stuff because it's their mother or my mother or blah, 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 out of respect. But this is my house. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. My father came down, and he remarried after my mother passed away years ago. So my father came down, and his wife and my sister, and we sit at the table and eat in my house. Okay, so Dad's sitting in the front, not in a big chair, but in a chair, and he's watching TV, and plates are being made. And my sister's like, "Hey, Daddy, I'm gonna bring you a plate." I was like, "No, everybody's gonna sit at the table." She's like, "No, Daddy's gonna sit where Daddy's gonna eat wherever he wants to." My father got up. He walked to the table, and he sat down. He said, "I'll be fine over here." And I looked at my sister. My father says, "This is his house. I'm his guest."
All right.
Now, I wasn't going to argue with my sister. My father just got up. He's like, "Listen, this is the way I raised him. No one's going to tell him what to do in his house."
There you go.
And he's like, "I raised that boy." And he politely got up. He went to the table, and he sat down. He's 80-plus years old. He sat at the table, and my sister brought him a plate, and he said, "This is his house."
See, respect, right? Game, recognize game. We respect. That's a man. That's being a gentleman. That's being a gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
Got a question for y'all.
Come on.
What if, and we're not talking about your dad, but let's just say your aunt. Aunt comes to visit, okay? And your aunt
Hey, Angie.
disrespects the house,
Ooh.
disrespects the spouse, but the spouse don't say anything to correct, pull to the side, or anything like that, made to feel that the other spouse is wrong.
Okay.
What do you do?
Wow. That's a
If a
good question.
if
If an
a
aunt,
Aunt, not
you're
mom, not dad.
right,
Aunt.
auntie.
that's so you okay, mom and dad,
Hmm.
respect. Still my house,
Okay.
Big
Okay.
facts.
respect. Auntie's right about here. You gonna get respect for your age, but you auntie.
Hmm.
And the
Auntie.
first thing she gonna get is, "What did you say to my wife?" I assume you're saying she disrespected my wife because you ain't gonna disrespect the house
Come
because the
on.
house don't
Come on.
care.
Come on.
So I'm gonna lead with, "What did you say?"
Hmm.
And depending on the conversation, depending on what says next, because that's an indicator that I'm unhappy with you right now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And depending on how if she don't catch the hint, Auntie might be leaving that place.
Okay.
That's right.
All
Yeah.
right.
Now I
Now she
fumbled the
could be
ball
like,
in the past.
"Baby,
I
I didn't
fumbled the
mean no
ball in the past.
disrespect. I was
Yeah.
trying to say, okay, I'll hear you out. I understand it, baby. You okay with that? Because I'm gonna consider that an apology.
That's right.
Because it's not up to
That's
me
right.
now. What's that? What
Yeah.
was that guy say? It's above me now.
It's above me now.
It's
Yeah.
above
Yeah.
me
It's
now.
above me
Yeah.
now.
Cause see,
At
your
that
wife
point,
caught feelings. Your
yeah.
wife feelings got hurt.
At
Your
that
wife
point, it's
feelings
up
got hurt.
to. I'm gonna initiate the what the hell just happened, but it's all depends on if my wife's like, okay, I'm good now. Because if Kim ain't good now, it ain't gonna be good till that person leaves my house.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, if your one of your wife's family members, if they disrespect you, what would your wife do? I think your wife would say, hey,
Oh,
wait a minute.
she gonna lead with wait a minute. She gonna when Kim gives
Mm.
you wait a minute. Shoot, look, I'm like, what's going
Yeah.
to happen?
You gotta adjust yourself.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
got you.
what's about to happen here? Yeah,
All right. All right.
and the reason I'm that way
That's right.
is when I was younger,
Come on.
there were instances when I failed to defend my wife. I'm talking about in my
Yeah.
Mm.
19,
I
20,
fumbled that
21.
ball too. Yeah.
Yes. And I swore years ago, baby, I was wrong. That'll never happen again. And I'm 50
Oh
something
yeah.
years old.
Yeah.
I'll be dead on the ground before someone
Yeah. That's not
disrespects
gonna
my wife
happen now.
in my
That's
presence.
exactly
It's
right.
not happening.
That's exactly
Okay.
right.
All right. I hear you. I hear you. It's a question rooted in some truth.
Okay.
That's
Thank you. Okay.
I want to say that it's a question rooted in some truth. But I
Yeah.
appreciate the answer. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Well, look, let's ask. Can we ask how was it handled in the truth? How was it handled?
Oh, how? Oh, okay. So you want me to get raw, naked, truthful tonight, right now? Oh,
That's what
okay.
we're here for.
Yeah. It wasn't handled at all.
Oh,
Okay.
It wasn't handled at all. And
Okay.
then once the aunt left, I made a bold statement because I had nobody came to my defense.
Mm.
Understand.
Nobody nobody stood up for me. This was the aunt. Okay. I declared immediately once she got her ass on that plane, she can never darken my doorstep ever again in life.
I understand. I got you.
Ever.
I got you.
And of course I got the pushback. Well, wait a minute, that's my aunt. That's I don't give a damn if it was Jesus Christ wrapped in a gold robe.
mm.
She could never,
Ever,
ever
ever, ever,
Ever.
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 darken my doorstep ever again.
Yeah.
And she, well, I understand she may have caused a little trouble. I said, it's not the fact that she caused a little trouble. No one spoke for me.
Mm.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I let her cook. I let her go ahead and do all of that, talk all that noise, blah, 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 blah. You go ahead and cook. But after she's done cooking and the skillets are put away,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
she could never darken this doorstep again.
Mm.
And I meant that. With every fiber of my being, I meant that.
You meant that thing, didn't
Yes, sir.
you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. 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 Thank y'all. I appreciate the moderators. The moderators make sure that we have a very positive space. This is a safe space for men. The reason that we're here, for those of you that are first timers, the reason that we're here is to provide a safe space for men to lay down their Superman outfits and to be able to sit and talk something just like Yellow just did. Have the courage and the heart to share some things that happened to us, because stuff happened to all of us, and similar things happen to all of us, and we're here to learn from one another. And so this is a safe space. This is the Blue Table Talk for Men, episode 67. We have a website, Dr. Walker, the BlueTableTalkForMen.com. We have all episodes on our YouTube channel, and I need you to go like it, because we right at 99 subscribers, and these are super. I feel like we're a band of superheroes. We got Rory the Storm. Rory, do a move for us or something. Do a move for us. Rory the Storm. We got Kung Fu Panda. We got that's Kung Fu Panda right there. And then we got Sneaky Icky Phil. That's Sneaky Phil. He's a master ranger and all that good stuff. But we got all these Kung Fu masters. And
I don't know what that was.
I used to watch Kung Fu Theater on Saturdays when we were little. We enjoyed that.
We all did.
Enjoyed that. We enjoyed Kung Fu Theater. Y'all just don't
Saturday
know.
morning Kung Fu Theater and a bowl of Captain Crunch. Life was good. Life
Frosted
was
Flakes.
good.
Frosted Flakes. Yes, it.
You had to
Life
be a
was
good
good.
Friday night
Look,
lineup.
look,
Friday night lineup.
Look,
Friday night
add
lineup.
milk,
Six.
add milk and a
Yeah.
spoon if you were Sadiddy.
Right. See, I just said Captain Crunch. I ain't say nothing about a bowl. I ain't say nothing about milk. I just said Captain Crunch.
Right out the box,
Period.
baby.
You had to be a gangster.
Honeycomb. Somebody said honeycomb. We have Frosted Flakes and Rice Krispies. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
Snapcracker
Oh,
Five.
that's bringing back some memories, y'all. Friday night, $6 Million Man, Wonder Woman, and Incredible Hulk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
Dukes,
yeah.
I have to admit, I was a big Dukes of Hazzard fan until I found out what the
Right. What that flag on top of the car was all about.
Luke, dude, go get them Roscoe P.
Listen.
Coltrane.
Listen. Okay.
I found out with that flag, man. I hoped every time Roscoe got their ass. I hated Bo and Luke, dude.
Man, listen.
And
I
Daisy
looked at
dude. Don't
I
forget
looked at Daisy
dude.
with a side eye, and then, boy, once I realized what that
Yeah.
flag was.
That flag was
All right.
Coy and Vance. I ain't like Coy and Vance either.
You did.
The real ones know who Coy and Vance was.
That's right, Taylor. How about the 18? That's right. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. The 18 was
Okay,
tight.
wait.
Dun-dun-dun.
I got a problem with the A-team, and as an Air Force man, I'm gonna speak to an Army man, bruh.
Okay.
How do you waste up 14,375,222 bullets and hit nobody?
And hit nobody.
How, sir? How, Sway? How?
They're not Marines. They're not Marines. That's how.
Hey,
Man.
Miss White. And what about Mr. T? As big and ferocious as he was, he didn't want to fly on the airplane.
Yeah.
Mr. T was about 4'11". Stop playing.
B.A. Baracus.
Did you know in the Rocky 3, he did stand on a box so he could be taller.
So he could be
when
taller
they
than-
panned it, so he could be
Yep.
taller than Sylvester Stallone.
That's
Yes,
right.
indeed.
That's exactly right.
That's right.
Exactly right. Listen at y'all. Boy,
Yeah.
that's bringing back
His daughter in real life is a stand-up comedian, and she is hilarious.
Really?
I didn't know that.
His daughter is a stand-up comedian, and of course, she starts off. He's like, I have a famous dad, and this, that, and the
Yeah, that's
third.
exactly right.
And
That's exactly right.
he wears a ton of jewelry around his neck, and he has a trademark mohawk and everything. And sometimes he'll pity a fool, and everybody got the message, and it was like no, and it was like, what do you mean? She said, what do you mean no? He got to be related to somebody, right? So, but she is funny. She is very, so if y'all check out on YouTube, I can't remember her name right now, but just type in Mr. T's daughter and watch her stand up. She's quite funny.
Yeah, watch all the Rocky Fives. I watched all the Rocky Five. The first one, was it the first one or the second one? The second one, I met this girl at the movie theater. We were supposed to be watching Rocky 2.
Supposed to be watching.
We
You
were
heard the
12
key
and
phrase?
13. Yeah, I was 12 and 13. We walked to the mall. That was a good 3 miles from the house, and we had planned that Sunday at church. We'll meet at the movie theater, and we okay, I'm back.
Come on back, Dr. Sims. Come on back. Pull it back on in, sir. Pull it back on in.
We're gonna reel that in.
Memories.
Right, Queen
Oh,
Bee
my
supposed to watch. Yeah. He went there. He went there with ulterior motives. That's what that
Yeah.
was.
Oh man.
He
That's
cut
Oh,
up
man.
the bottom of the popcorn box.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh man. Okay, I'm back. Look at
And we're back. Right. Right. But I mean, honestly, I mean, when we were
yeah,
growing up,
yeah.
That Friday night lineup was actually potent. Knight
It
Rider
was. It
with
was.
Knight
And Knight
Rider, and
Rider.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
I don't know if I mean if we gonna get nostalgic, if we gonna roast
Heck yeah.
nostalgic right now, some of the
Okay.
shows that we watched when we were teenagers, whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't so much about the show; it was about the theme music.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's true.
You know what I mean? The
That's right.
the theme
And the
music is
messages.
what got you hooked. And the best, I don't know about y'all. Y'all can say what y'all want in the comments, but for me, the two best theme songs in TV in the '80s was Night Court.
Okay.
Night Court was that the bass line of that was ridiculous, and the other one was Hill Street
Miami
Blues.
Vice is good.
Oh,
Hill
remember
Street Blue. Yeah.
Taxi?
Taxi was a good one. Taxi was a
I
good
love
one. But
that song.
so for me, it was all about the theme music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got one for you. Well, the names have all changed since we've been around.
Welcome back, Carter.
Come on now.
Welcome back.
Come on, welcome back, Carter. That was it.
Oh, Cheers. Cheers was a good one, too. Good Times was a good
Yeah.
one. Nice.
But go put everybody knows
The
your
Jeffersons?
name.
Oh,
No.
no.
Sanford and Son. OMG. Love
How
Sanford and Son.
how
that
about
was Quincy Jones, man. You can't beat Quincy.
yeah, you can't beat Quincy. But how about a show that hardly I don't think anybody really watched, but the Greatest American Hero theme song to me.
Yeah. Yes. I love that.
That was I didn't care about the show. I just wanted to hear the theme song.
That was a great one.
Yes.
Here we go. Here we go.
Look,
Yeah,
TV
I love that show.
TV was my babysitter. TV in the 70s and 80s, it was my babysitter. Yeah, that's how I got along. Airwolf, come on. Trisha, come on. That was my show right there.
So there it is.
Three's Company.
Yep, Three's Company.
What's happening? Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Jack Triple. Yeah, buddy. See?
Believe it or not,
On a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. And it's amazing. It's amazing how you can hear the song and you haven't heard it in 20 plus years and still know every word. Absolutely.
Do y'all remember? You
Chips.
remember Night Rider, Koshak? You remember the Night Walker?
Who?
That was on Friday night. The Night Walker or Night Stalker with Koshak. He was a reporter and always had it was monsters and stuff. Nobody ever believed him. Nobody ever believed him. But just Google it sometime. Koshak, Night Stalker.
I never heard that one.
Same with Golden Girls. We still watching Golden Girls now, y'all.
Golden Girls is a classic.
Golden Girls is a flat act. And you know what? It's the funniest thing too, because some of the hardest dudes sit up there. Man, I don't watch no damn Golden Girls. You a lie. You got the shirt. You got the shirt.
Right,
you know the theme song
they
in
are
Spanish.
Hilarious.
You know the theme song in Spanish. I don't even want to hear that. Stop
Yeah, but what I miss is the shows. Now I'm talking about not the Friday night lineup, but just the good times, the happy days, the Laverne and Shirley, All in the Family. They had messages.
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes they touch on biases. They touch on friendship. They touch on racism. They would touch on subjects, not all the time, but then sometimes they'd lob in a bomb. That huge freaking episode.
Yep.
And they would teach us. There are shows we would watch that they can't remake word for word nowadays.
Right.
They can't.
I forgot about WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
I forgot about that one.
That was good too. I watched all those shows.
Yeah.
And all of them
Barney Miller.
Barney Miller.
This is the story of a sailor man.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Fantasy Island. Rock. Man, Rock was so good.
The plane. I love
Rock
that
was
time.
so good. I mean, have y'all seen the new Fantasy Island?
The movie?
The TV show is
the
Mr.
head lady,
Rourke's
the
Mr. Rourke's
Miss
niece
niece.
can't
Yeah,
stand
is the head of that.
yeah. I
It's
think I
good.
watched a
No,
few episodes.
it's very good. It is very
Is it?
good.
Because I'm like,
Yes.
some things are just sacrilege. Like,
I,
they're remaking The Color Purple. I'm like, no.
Why?
Some
No.
stuff you
Why?
can't
That's a
do.
Why?
lot different.
Why would
I
they do
know,
that?
but there's some
I
stuff
bet
you
you.
just don't do. That's just like trying to sing a Luther
Green
song
Acre
or a
Beverly
Whitney song if you
Hillbillies.
ain't got the pipes. Some
Or
stuff you
Prince.
just don't touch.
Yeah, just leave that alone.
Yeah, some
How
stuff
long
you
before
just
they
don't
remake
touch.
the Wiz?
Wait.
I love the Wiz. Y'all like
Remake
the
the
Wiz?
Wiz?
How long
Hold
before
on,
they
hold on,
remake
hold
the
on.
Wiz?
This my jam right here. This my jam right here.
I don't know. I think the black community would probably protest that one.
They
I
probably
do
would,
too.
man.
Wiz is-
You can't the Lion, that
I-
dude, Michael Jackson, Nipsey Russell.
He forgot the crow command. Run up,
I remember that. I
Here we
remember
go.
that.
Come on, Rory. Here we go.
Oh no, they remaking the Wiz March of 2024. Say it ain't so.
Say it ain't so.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
I hope not.
Why would you? No, that's stop.
I'm gonna hate on it, but they okay to do it because I can still watch the old.
Here we go, y'all. Come on, everybody. Rory is the scarecrow. Come on, Rory.
You can't win. You can't make it, and you can't get out of the game.
And you know what? I hate musicals. Love the Wiz, though.
Man, I love Wiz. The Wiz.
You get in. We over
Facts, Chirac.
I love this song.
You can win time. You can't break even. Can't get out of the game.
Once again,
Oh, I
this is
love
Quincy
the
Jones. You cannot beat Quincy Jones. I don't care
That
who
song,
you are.
and then now tell me what could I do
If I
in
only
my
had a heart.
Oh man, Nipsey Russell bodied that song too.
Yeah,
That he did. Nipsey did. He did body that song. That's a fact.
If I only had a heart.
but you said Yellow. You said you don't like musicals, man. Not
I
last
don't.
weekend, a couple weekends ago, I took my wife to see Wicked. I hadn't seen it, man. I enjoyed it. The thing about a musical is you need to, one, be empathetic enough to kind of connect with the characters, the people on the stage, because they're doing it for real.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And then try to get wrapped up into the story, and then just pay attention to the performances. You know, everything.
Right.
The way
okay.
that things are moving in the back and the whole
I-
Give us
stage.
300 more
all of
likes,
that,
y'all.
man.
We almost at 10.
Listen, I'm gonna Sneaky. I hear what you're saying. It has been told to me 1,003 times. You'll be 1,004.
Okay.
It is very hard for me to digest. If I'm into the acting, I'm into the acting.
Right.
For you to break that acting and start singing, it kind of kills a mode for me. The
understand
only musical that I sat through and enjoyed immensely, and when I do say immensely, I watched it twice. That damn Hamilton got me in a chokehold.
See, dude, I listen to Hamilton back and forth to work. I listen to the Lin-Manuel Miranda freaking channel on freaking Pandora.
I
All
cannot
day, every day.
I cannot
In the
explain.
Heights.
It was for one thing is one thing. It's a thing for one or two people to sing well. It's another thing when the entire damn cast can sing, and they sang 98.7% of the whole thing and very little speaking dialogue. Blew my mind. Blew my mind.
Try watching it, because they got a video now, and Anthony Ramos is in it. The guy who played his son,
Right.
the Spanish kid.
Yep.
In the Heights. Try watching In the Heights.
I tried.
The movie version.
Yes,
Yeah,
I tried.
Oh, dude, I love
I
Heights.
that's on
that.
my list.
I watched
oh,
Cats. I
I,
love Cats. My daughter loved Cats. My wife freaking hated it. We watched it on a cruise. She hated Cats.
I
I felt
I
bad.
watched Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Horrible. I couldn't stomach it.
Looking down on Hawaii
Cats
5-0.
Cats. I couldn't do that one either. I just
Okay.
what was the other one? Not La Cage aux Folles. Damn. Oh, I can't think of the name. Anyway, it was a Broadway musical. It been on Broadway for forever in 3 days, and they was like, "Oh, you got to watch this musical. It's a wonderful, not Wicked. God dog. I see. I can't even think of it right now.
Yep, yep.
But sitting there after about 10 minutes to watch it, Chicago. Thank you. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. And I was sitting up here like
Hey,
I couldn't do it. I could not do it. But if somebody said, "Hey, we're about to watch Hamilton again," hold on, let me let me
So
go
is it
grab
Rent?
something to eat real quick. Let me get some
I want to
snacks.
see Rent. We have what's coming here soon. The Lion King will be coming to the Raleigh Durham area. I'm definitely going to see the Lion King
yeah, I
musical.
love Miami Vice.
I like musicals, man. I do.
Really?
Oh yes, sir, man. I'm gonna tell you something that's funny. I'll tell you, this is funny. We went to see Wicked,
Okay.
and one of my favorite songs, and it was a big climax. They sang "Defying Gravity." They sung it, they nailed it, and then the curtain came down. I'm like, all right, I'm good. Let's roll. My wife's like, what are you doing? She's like,
Right.
this is just intermission. It was half of it. I'm ready to. I was happy. I was good.
You was good.
Because people
You said,
started
well,
getting
that
up.
was great.
And
It
it
was
was
just
intermission.
halftime.
People going to refresh their drinks and go to the
Right.
bathroom, blah, blah, blah. I see people leaving. I'm like, all right, baby, let's go. That was great. She's like, where are you going? If I would have went by myself, I would have walked out of half of it.
you was at the seventh
right.
inning stretch at that moment.
No,
All right, we're
I
going to
was-
send this out to
I
all the
enjoyed
Kings
that
tonight. We're
song so
sending
much.
this
I
out
was
to
like,
the Kings
yes.
tonight.
I know
I'm ready
that's
to
right.
go.
I know that's right.
This goes out to all the Kings tonight.
Oh,
Okay.
what we listen to?
Did anybody sneak and watch Benny Hill? I did.
I did, man. That's the only time you
Man.
can legally.
Man,
On
my
regular
mom
TV?
hated. My mom. Funny story time. My mom couldn't stand Benny Hill. Could not stand Benny Hill. Thought it was the worst thing ever. What are we doing?
It was.
I totally missed it. But
No,
but
you
she
said
could not.
Benny
Yeah, she,
Hill.
she couldn't stand Benny Hill. Couldn't stand it. And every time she'd come in the room and I'm watching, she'd be like, "You should cut that foolishness off. That's just wasting your brain cells." One day, I was walking in the room and I had a bowl. I can't remember what I had in my hand, and it was a bowl of snacks or something like that. And she said, "What you doing with those snacks?" And I said, I was bold when I said it, but I said, "I'm finna go watch Benny Hill." And she thought I said Benny Hinn.
Hey, Tony.
She thought I said Benny Hinn. She said, "Ooh, Benny Hinn's on." My mom was hella religious, hella religious, and she thought all them televangelist people was just the bee's knees. So she's like, "Oh, hold on, let me come watch it with you." And I looked at her. Of course, it was a mix up in translation. She said, "Ooh, let me come and watch it with you." And I was like,
It's like, wait a minute, bro.
when the hell do you want to start watching Benny Hill? I said, well, all right. Man. And you know that, and she looked at it, she said,
Hey, and you look at people, and when that song come on, you try to act like you don't know what that song is.
right, right. But she walked in the room and she sat on the corner of my bed,
Lord.
and I'm sitting up here just dying laughing because I knew she thought I said Benny Hinn. Because that's the only reason why she was gonna get up out that chair at that moment and watch. And I was like, "Now, Mama, what made you think that a 13-year-old kid is going to volunteer to watch Benny Hinn? I don't watch that
is
mess."
So funny. That is so funny. We can't make this stuff up. Good evening again, everybody. We just having a light time tonight. We are looking and remembering old shows that we used to watch growing up, and man, it's bringing back a lot of memories, y'all. We just doing a wellness check tonight. How's everybody doing? Okay, let's do a mental check real quick. Everybody, let us know what your mental is. 1 to 10. Don't be like Rory and give us it's from 1 to 10. Hone in for us. That Rory is a trip. He failed a million. That's about a 5, 5.6. But how's everybody mental tonight? I got Gold is about a 9. Yell is about what, 9.2.
Goldie and Yellow.
But Goldie and Yellow's the same person. So
I
Goldie's feeling good.
We both light skinned.
Yellow might be a little tired, but Goldie's great.
Okay, let me see some of the numbers I got. Hold on. Whoa. We got a 5, we got an 8, we got a 9.5, we got a 4. We got some low numbers. We got a 6, we got an 8. Okay, everybody that's below a 7, we got to have a conversation. Janice is a 9.2. We have an average. We got some low numbers. We got about 3 low numbers. What's going on, guys? Why the low numbers tonight? All the high numbers, I'm loving it. We had a good class tonight. I love the high numbers, but we got some low numbers tonight. That's why we're here. We're here for the low numbers tonight. We're here to pump you up tonight.
Listen, if you are a
Tone.
if you are 6 and below, stop texting that dude, and your numbers will go up.
Just say
let him alone.
no.
As Big Mama say, let him alone, or her. Let him alone. Let him alone, or
let
her.
him alone.
My car was stolen. Miss Carol, sorry to hear that.
Hey.
You filed a report and everything, right? Your car was stolen? Okay. Not enough space out. Patricia, we got you. It's me. Say, all good. Well, it's hump day. It's hump day.
It's hump day. Somebody asked if I was in the Raleigh-Durham. I think it was BH or BM were the first 2 letters. No, I'm about an hour and a half
Angie,
from Raleigh.
that's good.
I'm about an hour and a half from Raleigh.
Well,
That's
I
good
will.
stuff.
I will say this for those that are revealing some low numbers right now. I will always say my one of my favorite phrases to say. You have survived 100% of your worst days.
Yeah.
This too shall pass.
This too shall pass. Come on.
BK, sorry,
Come on.
BK.
Now, Dr. Sims is living on a 10 because his Cowboys dropped a 40 burger. Now, come October, we're gonna revisit this question.
Hey, I'm enjoying this week. I'm enjoying this week, right? I'm enjoying this week. It was recovered good.
It was recovered yesterday. Oh, that's good, Carol. That's good, Miss Carol. That's good.
This week.
Like for real.
All right, we're gonna play this for everybody. I want everybody to do some chair dancing. Let's go. Chair dancing.
What's up, Bonnie? What's happening? What's up, Sao Paulo? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you stay up? You can do it all. Look at fellas. Look at them fellas. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you stay up? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it.
Wait till we get together in November, fellas.
Snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, go drop with it. Do a step
See, when you get our age, you ain't gotta move too much.
It's right here. Where you keep it, right here.
Stay right here.
Right here.
Stay right here. Look at Rory. Look at Rory,
I
y'all.
don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fire up. What's happening? What's up? Got Patron in my cup. I drink. I'm on Patron. I can't think.
Right here in the box.
I'm with one to go. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey,
Okay.
snap your fingers, but do you stay
That's
up?
good, straight.
You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it.
Let me see you do
Hey,
it.
snap your fingers, but do you stay up?
Hey,
That's what's up, y'all. Life is good, y'all. Life is good. Look at Rory. Rory's so cool.
Can I ask a serious question?
Come on, Rory.
How many times do the Cowboys have to get bounced out of the playoffs for them not to be considered America's team anymore?
well, it's been going on
I
25
don't
years.
know, dog. It's been a long
20
time.
I'm sorry, 27
It's been
years.
a lot of years. That's all
27.
everybody used to see. That's all. It's just all that everybody used to see, that star. That's all they got labeled. You know how we do with labels. They just gonna stay with that label. And we gotta do something different this year, because my heart is heavy right now. I didn't want to get too excited from Sunday, but we got a long way to go, my brothers and sisters.
That's just
And then
game 1 of 17.
Alabama lost Saturday, so we got it'll be a long season. Them Texas Longhorns, baby. Hey, college football is leveling out, ain't it?
Let's go. I made $50 on that game too. Yes, sir.
No, you didn't, did you? Amen, Tommy Cole. Tell him, Tommy Cole. Even when we lose, we win. Everybody talk about it. We just that hard. Yes, we do, Jerome.
I mean, it's nothing
But we
wrong with
enjoying
being
this
a
week.
fan. Listen,
Come on.
it's nothing wrong. It's two sports fans that I just absolutely cannot stand.
I
It's
know. I
Cowboy
know.
fans and it's Boston team fans.
Ooh,
Now, Boston team fans, they're just plain straight out racist. Okay? Especially the Bruins and the Red Sox fans. They're just
facts.
straight up racist.
Boston
Celtics
too.
fans, okay, yeah,
Celtics
yeah,
too.
okay. You know what? I give it to you two Celtics fans, but you know all them darkies on the Celtics squads.
They brought the championships. Facts.
Right. It's
Yeah, I
kind
don't
of
like Boston at all. I'm not a well. I'm kind of a Patriot fan now because of Mac Jones. I love Bama quarterback. And did Tua show out Sunday? Did Tua show out Sunday?
Tyreek Hill showed out Sunday.
Yeah, yeah, man. Patrick
That
Mahomes,
part.
he left him. Yeah, yeah. Look at somebody saying
That's
go
a
dog.
weapon.
Coach Nia, we don't want to hear nothing about no Georgia Bulldogs.
Listen, all I can say is that my Longhorns are ranked fourth or third or fourth.
That was we got pushed around. We got pushed around Saturday. Texas
lot.
looked good. Texas looked really good. We got pushed
Texas
around. We got hit in the mouth. Oh yes, we support. I'm
do we
giving me a
support
Colorado
Deion?
Buffalo jersey. Oh yes,
Absolutely.
he's double. Listen, Colorado only won one game last year. Deion has won two. He's already double the output. He's already a success. He's already a success. They spent $17 million last weekend. He's already a success.
10
I'm
million
very
people.
proud of it.
It was estimated 10 million people watched that college game. You couldn't combine 20 years of fandom watching a Colorado game. You couldn't
got that
combine
right.
the years to get to 10 million. You couldn't do it.
Wu-Tang was in the crowd. Terrell Owens was there. It was so many. Rick Ross is talking about it now because
Right.
they got to play. They got to play, and they call it the Rick Ross when they put in the old linemen as fullbacks.
Oh,
they
yeah,
got a
yeah.
play called the Rick Ross. I love football. I love sports.
Man,
I
listen.
love sports, y'all.
Listen, for Deion and everybody, of course, and we even had this conversation at the Blue Table Talk when Deion left Jackson State, and the question was posed: do you support his move? And I told him, I said,
That's right.
when your help asks for help and you don't give him the help, it's time for him to go. I said that
got
then,
to.
and I stand by it right now.
That's what we said. We said because what my agitation is that Jackson State didn't even try. Jackson State didn't even try to match the offer, and Deion was coming out of his pocket and asking a lot of his partners to help out. And the facility. But anyway, I ride with you, Yellow, on that. If y'all not going to support the man, he got to go.
He had to go.
This ain't a charity. This is not a charity.
Facts, and not to mention you paying your coaches out of your own pocket. I mean, that takes a strong man to sit up there and pay your coaches out
And
of
he
your
said, I
own
got
pocket.
the receipt. He said the ticket sales have gone up, and y'all reneged on what y'all told me. Y'all told me that I would get a percentage of the sale.
gate.
And
That's
I don't know where people get off thinking that if you claim you're a Christian, you're not supposed to do right by what you said you were going to do. And so now they want to criticize him for leaving. The devil is a lie. You don't mistreat people, and you do not go back on your word. If I tell you I'm bringing you $10, I'm not bringing you $5.
Listen, I tell people all the time, karma never forgets a face or an address. He will follow you. To answer that question, I saw the question: do you think Colorado can beat USC, Oregon, or Utah? Oregon and Utah, yes. USC,
That's going to be a challenge. That's the game everybody's really gonna put the benchmark.
They're gonna pay attention to. That's right.
If he can beat USC with the Heisman Trophy quarterback, they're gonna really start noticing. Then that's gonna be a good game. If he only loses by a field goal, I think it'll be. If he doesn't get blown out that game, I think it'll be a success.
Well, we would think it's a success. Deion would call it a failure and moving on to the next week.
Do we play video?
I believe, we play video games. Yeah, we definitely play video games. But I'm a driver, so I play driving games. But honestly, USC would probably be his most strenuous challenge on his schedule.
I agree. But now y'all may disagree with me on this. I don't like Caleb Williams' attitude. I don't. He
Really?
just rubs me the wrong way. He just rubs me the wrong way. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but he's not. It's about him and not the team. And I just don't. I don't like it.
I will say this. Sometimes you can get that when you get a Heisman Trophy in your junior year, you get the big head in your senior year.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
got a feeling that has probably settled in. And not to mention, who is USC playing right now? And they're going to steamroll, 2/3 of their schedule.
Yeah.
But it's going it.
That's right, K. Frank. That's
They
my
gonna
point.
have
That's
something
my
for them. I think Colorado gonna have something for them when they do
I'm gonna
meet
predict now. You want to go ahead? Let's go ahead and say right now, Colorado's gonna beat USC.
up. Okay, I mean, I believe that, but let's make it even more interesting by how much.
I would say I see TCU underestimated them. That was close. That's 3 points, and then Nebraska looked past.
Nebraska
They
got
didn't
drugged.
think Nebraska. Yeah, Nebraska got smoked.
Well, like Dion said, that TCU was, just a blip on the scale because one person disrespected the Shador as a quarterback when he was
So
with
did.
another college. The
Okay.
Nebraska, they just disrespected the team as a whole. So Dion said, "This is personal. This is personal," and he made it personal. Boy, and I think from here on out, that's going to probably be their motto.
Yeah.
This is personal.
Well,
They
you
gonna
know,
put a
Reggie,
they gonna put a hatred
BK,
face on everybody's
Yeah.
team and make it personal.
you have to.
It's personal. BK asked a question. What's the difference between 2023 football compared to back in the day? Back in the day, they could put hands on you.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they could lay you out. Back in the day, they could literally kill the quarterback. Now, you can barely touch those guys now. You can't. The defenseless player, running back, receiver, they got so much in place now to protect the player. But back in the day, oh man, you got lit up in the day.
I will say this for those who in this panel and in the comments that have played football that's got salt and pepper on the face and on top of the head.
Come on.
We experienced this thing called two-a-days.
Yeah.
I'm in Texas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Two-a-days in June was murder.
Yeah.
Two-a-days in
That's right.
July was murder. Two-a-days in August, when the coach would tell you you don't get no water because water is for workers, that was murder. What has changed? Everything, sir.
You can't go practice
Everything.
that much now. You
Please.
have a limited amount of practice now. You got more walkthroughs now, and it's just the athletes were more yellow. What would you say? Tougher, or what would you say? The athletes back in the day.
You know what? The athletes today are better trained. They're better. I'm sorry. No, I take that back. They're better conditioned. They're better conditioned today. Back in our day, we were better coached.
Yeah.
Oh,
Athletes nowadays are better protected. They got high tech equipment. You see
Yeah.
them helmets.
Yeah.
You see them pads. You see
LSU with air conditioned helmets.
They're way more
That's true.
protected.
Come on, now.
That's
And,
right.
and that's across
That's
the
right.
board. Football,
Yeah.
baseball, basketball. Back
Yeah.
in the day, they were getting punished. You had to play.
Yeah, I was one of the guys I played golf with this weekend. There was a player on his high school team.
True, see that.
He got blindsided, got basically knocked out, and they put him on the bench. They did not put him back in the game. Back in the day, you got your bell rung,
Right.
get back in there. You okay?
Yeah. Go to the side, get some Gatorade, shake it off,
You-
put your
I
helmet
mean,
back
look
on.
like I-
nose and get back in there.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, the cautious nature of the game today does take precedence because you have all those old greats that we grew up watching, the Steelers, the Steel Curtain and the 49ers, Ronnie Lotz and the Dallas Cowboys and the
Raiders in the
Oakland
day,
Raiders.
Mike
the
Haynes
Oakland
and them.
Yeah, I mean, them dudes took your head. They were head hunters, and they
they
meant
did.
what they. I mean, they got paid for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nowadays,
That's Jack Tatum.
the wind from one of them hits will get you a $30 million fine. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
It's even in basketball. Do you think some of the players today could handle the bad boys of Detroit back in the day? They used
In the
to trump
90s?
Michael Jordan.
In the 90s? Oh,
They
Not
killed
no,
Michael
hell
Jordan.
no.
The
Oh
Pistons, the
Lord, no,
Pistons, they were
no.
trained to hurt Mike.
Facts. The
Yeah,
Knicks
that's
too.
The
fact.
Pistons,
The
the Knicks
Knicks.
too.
As a
They,
matter of
they,
fact, any team on the East was trying to take your head off.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. They
They
didn't
the
play.
dirty
They didn't
ball,
play.
but it
Yeah,
wasn't dirty. Was
It was
It was
one. It
bad.
ball.
depended on the umps. It depended on the
yeah.
freaking the refs. They
Referee.
look. Man, that's good.
Yeah,
Did you
that was
see
all
that
right.
ref? Did
That
you
was
see
all
that
right.
ref? The ref like,
Hey,
you better,
listen,
Let's
listen.
see
you better.
what.
Listen.
And
That's it.
The refs will
let it
You
tell you.
almost traveled.
The refs will sit up there and tell you, listen, this is playoff basketball.
this playoff
Ref,
basketball.
Ralph, this is November. The season just started. Yeah, it's playoff basketball. Get
Yeah,
out there and play.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That's
yeah.
right, K. Frank. It really did. That's right, K. Frank. It's a
Yes,
lot
that's
more.
true. That's
It's a
very
lot
true.
of more.
Nowadays, you get people
There's
jump.
more concern.
They'll get up and they start arguing with the ref.
Yeah.
Back in our day, they
Oh,
just get
yeah.
up and give them that look like, man, you know that was messed up, right?
Right.
And then they
Yeah.
go back to
Hey,
their
Mel.
side.
Listen to that, Mel. Mel, come on in here, Mel. Mel got something he wants to say. Let's put Mel on the hot seat. Come here, Mel.
Wait, what
Listen,
Mel? See,
put Mel. Come on,
don't
Mel.
bring Mel up here.
Don't
do
bring
that.
him in here. He got to
Yeah,
talk
see,
about something.
I
We got to
know.
hear from him. We got to hear from him.
Mel about to crack a joke, and I'm not ready right now.
Western movie because it got cowboys.
Oh my god.
Hey, but get him off my screen. Get him off my screen.
Oh my god.
Mel, who's your team, Mel? Who you like, Mel?
I'm a Browns fan. I may not have a lot to. I tell everybody this: you got to be a Browns fan when you go to a parade because you went
Yeah.
0-16.
That hello. Well, wait a minute. You're not by yourself. The Lions did it, but you guys beat the Bengals Sunday.
Yeah, we did good. We look. I like me. I called Yellow, and we were
Yeah,
laughing.
he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I called him. I said, "Hey, I know Texas won." I said, "But the portal is making the game
Yeah.
level."
It's leveling the playing field. Nick Saban, Alabama, and Paul Feinbaum talked about this on his show.
Hey, man.
Alabama, Nick Saban doesn't have that advantage that
No.
he used to have 4 and 5 star athletes, 4 and 5 deep in every position. Those guys are going to other places so they can get some playing time and fair, and that's fair. It's fair. You don't want to sit on the bench if you can go somewhere and play like Duke beat Clemson 2 weeks ago.
Think about that. Duke. ACC football.
Right.
Duke.
What is that?
Come on.
Stop it. Just
And a
stop.
lot of people are talking about the NIL and they're downing the college players for getting paid. I say I totally disagree with that.
Man,
Colleges are making billions of dollars off of these athletes, and you don't want them to get a stipend? Come on, Rory.
Think about the Fab Five, Michigan
Oh.
basketball.
Come on now.
I remember Chris Webber now.
Everybody and their mama had a Fab Five. You either had a Chris Webber jersey, a Jalen
Jalen Rose.
Howard jersey.
Right.
Yep,
Think about those boys got paid, and those boys didn't get anything but an education.
that's all they
Right.
got.
And they you watch the Fab
They
Five.
they revolutionized basketball wear. The shorts. They came out with them long behind shorts, and everybody
They were
started
talked
wearing long
about.
shorts.
They were talked about. And everybody
Long
looked at them
shorts,
strange.
long shorts, and black socks. They made
right.
that
That's
basketball fashion.
You the best recruiting class. You the best freshman recruiting class, and you can't even get a decent meal to eat at the end of the night.
At the end of the
Oh,
night,
I have a problem with that. I'm so proud. Now,
Fact.
Shadir has a deal with Rolex. And I think he got all of his old linemen or the whole team. Everybody got a Rolex. And someone got, no, they got Dre Beats. He got everybody Dre Beats for some of
Yep.
his NIL money.
And so why not? If I'm out here, if I'm a blue chip recruit,
Five-star.
all American recruit coming out of high school, and I'm
Thank you for your service, straight.
I'm the one you spending all your recruitment on to get me to come to your school to play basketball, right?
That's right.
Now your gym holds 20,000 people,
Right.
Last season you could barely get 5,000 people in your gym.
Facts.
Now I done added another 15,000. That's at let's say tickets are $30 a piece.
Oh, wow.
Your hot dogs and your sodas and all that bullshit is
You're parking.
high as hell.
Parking.
I'm putting butts in seats.
Facts.
Again,
Don't-
look at
don't
Colorado. Last weekend, they raked in small businesses. They say they raked in $17 million. One man has made a difference. Mel, what you think about Dion, Mel?
Man, we remember I went to a HBCU. When he left, I was like, we're gonna keep it 100. Most people went to the HBCU to watch the band, not the football team.
Big
That's
facts.
true. That's
Big
true.
facts.
So
Huge
mine
facts.
is this. I'm loving the fact that they always say we couldn't coach, and they always say we couldn't be quarterback.
They've said it. They've said it. 14
They
of the
And it's
32 teams in the NFL have black
had a black
quarterbacks.
quarterback. And right now, the powers that be, they're itching right now. They're truly, truly itching right now. Because let's really keep it a whole stack. Washington Redskins, or I'm sorry, the Washington football team just changed ownership. And they also have a few melanated people in their board of directors.
Yeah.
The Denver Broncos
That's their
got
fear.
not only is someone melanated on the board of directors, it's a female at that.
Which team did
they-
Magic buy into a team?
The
Magic
Red,
Johnson.
Washington.
it was
Isn't it
Washington.
Washington.
Yeah, it was
the
Washington.
Commander.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So even though the time is moving slow,
Yeah.
it's still moving. It is still moving.
It's still moving. I'm very proud. I'm very, very proud. And Mel, hopefully, one of those 14 quarterbacks gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
Facts.
Here's my take on that.
I mean the odds are really good if you got 14 in the NFL, and as long as they can stay upright, then yeah.
Well, the truth. That's
As
true.
long as they can
But
stay upright, there's a chance.
Yeah, take us out with your final words, then Roy, then Sneaky.
Man, it was a good talk. It was a good. We went all over the gamut, and then of course, for me, ending it with sports. Listen. We can have a sports recap once a month if
That's
you know
right,
we can do this thing because now we in my wheelhouse right here. So
Yeah, I
everybody,
love
y'all have a
what?
y'all have a shit, man. Please, I'm a Texas boy through and through. Sports is how I grew up.
Well,
I appreciate everybody.
I'm coming to see you and Rory, so I'll keep you posted.
Oh, for sure. Oh, and the weather's getting cool too. Hell, I might break out my sticks. You know what I'm saying? We might just
I might break out some sticks and swing thing with you.
come on now.
Okay,
Come
bet,
on.
bet,
I mean, I'm
bet.
definitely gonna stand behind you when you swinging these sticks. I'm not gonna be to your side. I'm just saying, a shank ball still hurts. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. But fellas, I love y'all dearly. Thank y'all for being my brothers from another mother. Y'all be good, be well, be safe, stay hydrated, and I'll see y'all next week.
Love you, man.
Be well. Love y'all.
Come on, Rory.
This portion of the live is brought to you by Tammy McCray Socks. Go visit www.tammymccray.com. Tammy McCray Socks, elevated style that you deserve. Be on the lookout for the Storm sock. Give me a couple more months, and that Storm. I saw the prototype, and I like what I see, and I guarantee you will like what you see. Give me a couple more months, and that Storm sock will drop. I'll be sending out information for pre-orders. You will be able to pre-order your socks, and then
I love it.
I will be able to, and I'll make this promise to you, Doc. I will sponsor a couple of times a year. I will sponsor a Blue Table Talk, depending upon how sock sales go. So
Well,
this
I
is
appreciate that.
This is your opportunity, those that are in the comments, this is your opportunity to buy in, to put your money where your mouth is and buy in
love it.
to the Blue Table Talk. If you're liking what you hear and things of that nature, you want to chime in, you want to get your views up so you can sit in the hot seat, this is your time. This is your time to buy in and actually put the action behind the words. With that being said, I appreciate the space. I love you guys, and I will talk to you next week.
Love you,
Love you
man.
back.
Come on, Sneaky.
Well, see, this is the part of my week. This is the part of the show where I feel the most gratitude. This is where I'm like, I made it, because it hurts me when I miss the show. All right.
Yeah.
So
We
at
miss
this
you
point,
too.
I'm like, man, I've gleaned, I've learned, I've listened, I've fellowshipped, and I'm like, made it. It's Wednesday, and I absolutely love that. Just a heads up, when we get to the last Wednesday of the month, when it's all of us, when it's the Battle of the Sexes, I'm gonna miss that. That's my birthday, and I'm
Well,
gonna be
happy birthday.
the
We're going to
27th.
celebrate with you next Wednesday. Happy birthday. We'll sing to you and stuff next week.
That
Okay.
Wednesday, yeah, that the 27th,
Okay, I
Wednesday the
will.
27th, I won't make the show because that'll be my
Okay.
birthday. So me and Kim will do something. But I love you guys, and I hope Yella's still in here. Rory's still in here. I
Yeah.
love you guys, Dr. Sims. I
We
love
love
you guys
y'all.
too. Seriously, this is not a fake, y'all. This is not no bullshiggity. We're not bullfrogging.
We real, aren't we?
I've met and touched and hugged and shook hands with these men, and they are my brothers. They are my friends. They are my family, and I love them. And I can't wait till next week. That's my close out.
Love you, man. You hug the fam for us, dog.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, our challenge from tonight. Hey, mister. Hey, everybody. I hope I spoke to everybody. If this is your first time checking us out, give us a Purple Heart again. If you're a regular, give us 3 red hearts. But if you are new here, give us a Purple Heart. This is what we do every week. September is Suicide Awareness Month, Suicide Prevention Month, and I wanted us to do a mental wellness check tonight, and it seems like everybody is doing all right. And there were a few low numbers tonight for people that were honest enough to let us know where their mental is. If you need some personal development help, if you need some help, reach out to me. All right. I'm a spiritual life coach. I'm a pastor. You're getting a dual. You're getting 2 for 1 with me. I have a pastor's heart and I'm a coach. If you would like a lady coach, Coach Angel, A. Marie, she's a coach. Coach Leslie is a coach. Thank you, Life Coach Nate. Make sure you follow me back. We appreciate y'all. And I'm giving a challenge out tonight. Check on somebody. I went to Atlanta. I checked on some people. I checked on James. He's doing all right. And I'm going in the next couple of weeks or so. I'm going to make a quick trip to Austin, San Antonio, because I have several people in that area that I'm going to check on. And therapy is more than all right. I challenge people. If you're going to involve yourself in somebody's life, if somebody's going to involve themselves in your life, ask for a receipt. What's your personal development receipt? Where's your receipt? I want to know that you're working on YOU. Okay? I need you to know that you're working on YOU. And I'm going to Tampa to check on 2 more friends. All right? We're 3. I'm going to Tampa. My wife and I are going to Tampa. Don't need help. But okay, Frank, no problem. I love the Austin, Georgetown, Round Rock area. Love Dallas. Dallas is on down the road, but I love Dallas. Hey, Sugar Mama. But we appreciate y'all being here tonight. And hey, go Cowboys and Roll Tide. We're going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. I am so excited, y'all. We love y'all. Love y'all much. I got to get out of here, but I'm going to play this song for T. I got to get out of here because my guys are looking for me. Okay, I'm playing this. This is for T. Michelle and Shane and my boo-boo. This song goes out to you, boo-boo. That's right. That's old school. This is old school. This goes out to all the lovers in the building tonight.
My love, yes. I'll never find the words, my love.
Thank you, Sugar Mama.
To tell you how I feel, my love. Mere words could not.
And you can understand the lyrics.
Explain.
Hey, Z.
Precious love, you held my life within your hands.
Hey, Renee.
Created everything I am.
Amen.
Taught me how to live again.
All right, we love y'all, and we'll see you next week. Remember, if you stay high on life, life's gonna stay high on you. Hey, every need.
And when I needed a friend,
Right? Yeah.
believed in me through thick and thin. This song is for you, filled with gratitude and love. God bless you. You make me feel brand new. For God bless me with you.
God bless us tonight, y'all. Remember, if you stay high on life, life is gonna stay high on you. We appreciate everybody. We'll be back next week, same time, same channel. And we love you, all right?